Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Grand Spartan.
I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, morning, wherever you may be located. We're gonna get some work done here today. Got a little wood on me here, some wooden frames. Yes, indeed. Need to get a little gas. I don't know if we have any of that. Oh, look at that. We do have a little bit of gas. Goodness, I think we still have a chest of it over at the other base. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. We're going to go up top and take out the dirt over there. Still have a good bit of time to work before the old horde hits. Keep thinking, hey, why not just hang out over here? But I still don't think this base is quite ready for the horde. I do want to get a few more things done to it before we test it out against the horde. I'm sure it would work. You know, we're gonna kill the horde. Just don't want to spend any more resources than I have to. And I'm thinking that if we get this thing and the horde comes in, these little scrap iron spikes are just, I'm going to spend so many resources trying to get those things, prepared to, or repaired. It's not going to be worth our while. I don't know. We'll see what I do here in the next day or so and the decision I make. Maybe we just go all out and we take it on. Worst thing could be is that they cave in our base and, come pouring up in here. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll make that decision when the day arrives. Right now, we're just going to touch up a couple things. Get these walls, these interior walls done. Certainly want to get some storage in here for us. Easy access storage for the dump off during the horde. Get one on each side, depending on the side that they come from. One advantage to taking on a horde in a large base is you have more square footage to kite them around. So if you're not liking the way things are looking on one side and the spikes are taking too much damage, then you just go to a different location. That little small base that we have across the way there is so tiny that there's not a lot of kiting space in there. You're kind of cramped in. Surprised we haven't had a screamer running the auger here. So we only have we have one side left after I get this. Whoops. I may have talked about it in another episode, but I think I'm going to build myself a new computer soon. Looking at getting a nice i7 processor, getting a good motherboard, piecing it all together over time. It's probably a long time coming. I've been upgrading this computer that I have for some time now, and it has been a good computer. It really has, and it still is. But I want to be able to fully utilize this 4K, and I'm not going to be able to do that with the current setup that I have with great frames per second like I would like. I would like to going to be getting triple digits frame per second, or at least 60, 75 frames per second with the 4K. And this game is not very well optimized yet, but I watched a video of a guy playing, multiple games in 4K with just excellent frames per second, and he was on an i5. It was a new i5, but he had a 1080 in there, and so maybe I build myself a rig with 1080, and I'll keep this one, of course, because I do have another monitor for it. I have a 42-inch, I believe it is, that I could pop on this one, but keep this rig, and I could utilize it to maybe stream for one through a capture card in there and play on the other, or whatever I decide to do with it. But I certainly want to start collecting the parts. It's been a long time. I've been thinking about doing it, and it's about time to put some money where my mouth is here and get the ball rolling on that. So we did have another half aside right there to go to. It's not much more. Gonna make a few more wood frames here. Let's make another 50. Probably make a lot more than that, because I like to carry those around with me, as we were talking about last episode. I want to use up all of them. Always carry wood and wood frames, and you'll be alright. You can use wood frames to make spikes. And you make the actual wood upgraded a couple times. And I have cubed myself in before many times in the past to get caught out and about somewhere and just box yourself in. Kind of wanted the screamer to fall into the base here and see if they survive. I don't think they can survive. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that, but I think when they fall in, they're dead meat is the moment they hit. Thought I heard something, but they must be up top just chatting with each other. I want to go to the right. I want to go to the left. I'm right-handed, so. One thing I messed up here. I don't have it in my inventory. Let me go grab these real quick. I think they were down here. Yes, they are. I won't need those anymore. Let's see if I can hit this without breaking the ramp pieces. Yep. I'm going to put cement there. All right. Nice. Love it when a plan comes together. So I need to get the tree farm started again at some point. We can always ride back over to get our trees from over there because they are currently growing. But I do want to get one of those over here. I also want to get a garden going. I think if this plan works out as I have envisioned it in my mind, we'll have a pretty cool way to get to our underground garden without affecting the free fall pit. I still don't want to give away much on that. I'm just going to kind of build it, be a surprise as I complete it and what I do. Maybe something that some of you have covered before. One thing I need to do, I turn my light off here. It's pretty dark. This is just for looks, but can't even spell Spartan. Let's make 6 of those things. Let's get some more iron in here. Make a little bit more steel. No, we can't really make more steel. We can get the forges over here cooking, though, with stone. We're going to have about a dozen screamers up top before long. All of this cooking down. And that's something else I should have done that I didn't. Let's get a stone chest over here. As much stone as we have, and will have moving forward. I need to have one down there, stone for the cement mixer, and one down here for cooking up. So our light should be done here in just a moment. I think I kind of want it that way. I think I like that better. That way. Let's turn that on and see what it looks like with our helmet light off. Get these other 2 real quick. Put those in place over here. One from the end. And one from the end. Turn those on. See if it does provide us. Yeah, it's perfect. Look at that. That looks really nice. I like the way that looks. Looking down through there. All right. So still a lot of work to do to this beast. We will slowly but surely get it all done. Let's ride to the old trader's place and see if he has anything of value for us. I highly doubt it. We've wasted a lot of time going back and forth there before. But I do want to check him out again. I want to see perhaps if he can provide us any... well, let's let those 2 screamers fall in. I wonder if the screamers died on impact. I want to put my frames on my belt too. Don't need this shovel. The screamers, yeah, they're dead on impact. Well, it looks like maybe first I need to go down and loot the corpses because we just got about 20 to fall in there. Yeah, we'll come back and get those. I'm pretty sure they're all going to die when they fall in, so not a big deal. All right, well, that's that. Someone just asked me in chat a moment ago, Spartan, you don't think that base that you designed is going to kind of end the game or ruin the game, do you? And, you know, I responded with that it is. You know, once you do that, once you build this kind of a base, it's the end. There's no way they're going to get to you and affect you on any. My response was that you could take those small wooden spikes and make yourself an in-game base very, very early in the game. And I've seen it done. I mean, I could do it myself. I'm against that. The small spikes and having to constantly replace them, whereas a little bit of maintenance, you could take those small spikes and make yourself an in-game bunker very, very early because they're so effective. And you can just put down multiple layers of those things, and there's no way a horde is getting through there. Bad Buck is a good example of that. Now, he has something that's more in-game, but the style that he used to do it could be done early game using those small spikes. So there's all kinds of ways, that you could make your argument for that. That is this going to be the end? And I'm kind of running out of things to do. And what I like to do is create a new base. Go somewhere else, explore different areas. Sometimes I'll see a bit of terrain sitting on a lake or something, and I'll think, just like that castle build, I did not go into that area thinking, oh, hey, let's look for a place to build a castle. But I found that area in the snow biome that was sitting on the water, and I thought, man, this would be a beautiful setting for a castle. And so I got to work, and it took me a long time and all of that, but cleared the land and did what I did. So that's what I do. I enjoy the building aspect of the game. Others may not enjoy that so much, so you'll feel like, oh boy, well, I beat the game, it's over, and there's nothing else to do. But I encourage you, try the mechanics of the game out, build new bases, try, especially when Alpha 16 comes out and they have some traps and electricity. There's so many things you'll be able to do with it. Don't simply just say, oh, well, I beat the game and kind of give up. Still no machete. Boy. No auger parts. May end up benefiting us to put some points in the secret stash. Cash register. I'll put one of those up at the top there for the zombies to come check out with. Is this nothing that I want? What was that steel pickaxe? See, there's just nothing here. It's nothing for me. Never has been. I guess you could come buy some headlights or something. Scrap that off of cars. This vendor seems like a waste to me. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but how about I just loot what you got right here, kind feller? Scrap everything you got here and chop this thing to the ground. I don't think you can chop this thing, can you? No. I'll cave that thing in on you, Trader Joel. Alright, so let's get back over here. Before I go, let me take a look at the airdrop location. So there's none. I'm curious where this goes, if it connects back over here or what. Still haven't even explored that entire city. I don't know if we call it a city, but a little town or settlement or whatever you want to call it. Bunch of boulders right there for some scrap iron. We did that not too long ago, didn't we? Such a quick way to get scrap iron. Or raw iron. I keep calling it scrap, but to get raw iron. A couple zombies wandering by right there. Look at all the boulders. Well, if you don't get them in the head, that's takes a bunch of shots. So yeah, like I was saying, even if you create yourself something that you think, well, this is impenetrable, there's no zombies ever going to affect me again. I've beaten the game. I'm done. You know, challenge yourself. Go do something. Go build another base somewhere else and try some new defenses, some new mechanics. I think when 16 gets here with the traps that I've seen and a few different things they're adding, it's really going to add a bunch, at least for me, to do in the game. And I'm not going to create some free fall pit bunker and say game over. I don't know that the bandits are getting incorporated with Alpha 16. That's been a talk for a long time now. I'm not sure when they're going to get incorporated. I would imagine certainly by the final build, you know, they'll have those incorporated, but could be a while before we see those in the game. Looking forward to that challenge, especially if the zombies could break into your base. Another thing you can do if you're really just done with the game, you don't think there's anything else to do, go jump on some public servers. Don't choose a large one. In large, I mean, don't choose one that has like maximum players, 50 players in there. Go choose one that's got 15, 20 players. You're going to have enough of a challenge with the people that there may not be a bunch online, but what I noticed on those servers is there will be a bunch of people that hop on and off the server and play for a couple hours here and there. And some of those players will certainly try to break into your base and steal your things. So, work on that. Now, I'm a little bit, I don't know, lazy is not the word for it, but when I build those bases for PvP, I have a huge underground structure, but everything is underground, and I put a piece of dirt over my entrance every day when I leave and when I come back. That way no one ever knows where my base is at, and that's just kind of the way I've always handled PvP. I don't like other people coming in and stealing my stuff, so I try to be as sneaky as possible with the way I get in and out. And PvP is certainly a challenge to go to a PvP server and try your hand at that. I used to do it all the time. I used to play on my own server, which is PvE, and then I'd spend some time on a PvP server. I remember this one time, a good friend of mine and I jumped on a server, and it was on Novice Gain, but we came across the wasteland biome city, and the owner of the server, which didn't know at the time, but the owner of the server had completely revamped the wasteland biome city and rebuilt all of the buildings into these space age looking buildings, and you could tell he was in the creative menu because he was using things that I had never even seen before, like blocks that light up and all sorts of stuff. And but anyway, the door was open on a couple of those buildings, so I kind of walked on in, and man, they were just chests of everything you could imagine. And this is quite some time ago, too. I forgot what alpha it was. Maybe it was 13, maybe not quite that recent, but anyway, I went in and kind of helped myself to some of the stuff that he had lying around, and a bunch of gunpowder and this and that, and boy, we had a time. My friend and I had contemplating going over and blowing. Look at that Superman spider zombie. And we got a witch. We got few witches, 4 witches right there on the edge of our base. And that guy's just standing there. No one wants to do anything. Guess we could get some levels done. Or we could just do this number right here. Oh, there's terrain glitch. See that? See what I do, you see what I see. There's a bear right there too. Let's see if we can fix this without falling through the terrain. There's another one over there. Boy, that's deceiving too, because you go walking out onto that and you're going for a ride. That may go all the way down to bedrock too. I don't know. Look at all the zombies. Yeah, just help yourself. There's a little pit right there. You can just fall right in and, well, just like that. They're having a little meeting over there. Should we really go down into this thing, or what should we do? All right, well, let's go down in here and take care of the baddies and see what they might have on them. A little treasure map. Tell you what, while we're waiting on them to all die off, sort a bit of this stone, and I think some of them are falling on the corpses, so they're not going to die. Stick that in the output for right now. Throw that out. We'll put our lead over here. Stick our coins back in here that we'll probably never ever use. We could put clay in here. Gunpowder and all of that can go in here. We'll put our treasure map in there. I hear him beating on something. I think it was just that guy right there. Yeah, we'll scrap your can of beans. Still some zombies lying around here somewhere, half dead. I can hear that bear. Oh, look at the 7.62 round. I can hear the bear up there still snorting, hanging around. Sham sandwiches. Boy, they all seem to have lots of sham sandwiches. They all must be some sandwich eating people before they died. Must have all been. Pain pills and... oh, we'll scrap that. Good. Now let's look at all the bodies over here. Bodies, bodies everywhere. Thank you, thank you. Be here all night. So at this point, I'm just getting a little bit delirious. Been awake for quite some time. All right, we'll scrap you. I'll stick this stuff in here like so. Put our scrap iron in there. And yeah, that goes over here in a brass. Go ahead and complete these rows out. Not that we'll ever finish them. Maybe we will. Boy, it's almost too bright in here with the light on. And so let's go back up top. Get some more of our stone. There's another screamer up here. Hello, lady. Drop on in. There you go. Oh, wait a minute. So until we get our base build, this is going to be one thing we'll have to deal with. Is every once in a while you're going to get a spider that's going to climb up. You know, that's just part of the deal. Spiders are very ineffective, or not ineffective is not the word I'm looking for, but they're not a threat. We get our base built. Oh, Mr. Bear into the pit. Might want to go take care of him. I don't know what he's going to do down there. I don't think he's going to do much, but... Oh, there's a feral. I hear a feral. There's a feral. Nice. Give me your military gear. Let's go ahead and clear out some of these bodies as well. There's a quick way to do it. Little first aid kit action. Probably start using our hunting knife to do this. All right, well that's that. That was interesting. Guess we can chop up some of these as well. Clear them out, because I'm pretty sure the zombies take a little cushioning on their fall if there are corpses for them to land on. So we don't want that. We want to make sure we keep those things cleaned up. All right. Nice, nice, nice. So what do we have here? Some more gun parts. We can combine with those. Actually, the same thing we have in there. That must be a pretty common thing. We'll scrap this. Yeah, go over here to our random catch-all chest for these things. Go to our first aid, which is here. For that and that. Well, we're getting a little collection of first aid kits going. The animal fat goes here. We'll get that all looking right here before too long. Another screamer up there. Come on in, lady. Come on in. There you go. There's another feral. Ferals are fun. I enjoy the loot we can get from those things. Is there another bear in the pit? I think there is another bear in the pit. Let's take a look down there and see. Probably need to get ourselves something to eat here soon. Let's see what else we have. Boy, we have a lot of stone. Goodness. That freefall pit certainly gave us all that we needed for stone. So there's a treasure chest too. Or a treasure chest, a treasure map. And we could. Oh yeah, I am getting hungry. I just said that too. I might need to get something to eat. Well, let's go down here and finish off this feral. And see if he sings us the song Happy. Oh, that sounds yucky. Oh, she's just standing there beating on that thing on a dead body. Look at that. So that's the reason you want to get rid of those, ladies and gentlemen. Don't want them to be able to stand on those things. That's the reason I don't know that I'm going to have the 63-day horde over here either. I'm sure we have enough resources to keep the pillars repaired and the first row of steel spikes. But, until it's all done to my liking, I don't know if we'll have it over here. We'll see. We might make the decision just to make it interesting, because some of this may be a bit boring for you all to watch me build this structure. I really apologize if it has been. I kind of gave us something to do. I had more people than not say, "Hey, we want to see you build something." Since that's kind of what your channel's been built to created around. So we want to see you do it. We want to see you do it on a step by step. And so made the decision a while back, instead of ending the playthrough, to do that and build something. So here we are building something. Hopefully it's been enjoyable thus far. I know I've certainly enjoyed myself spending time with you all and interacting back and forth, your comments, and let's see. Let me think. I want to take the top tier dirt off. Also want to get out here and get some more things out of the chest, some more of that stone before nightfall hits. That feral, I don't know if I went over and got the loot from that feral. So we'll leave the chest on the street for the time being. I mean, I don't really see a need to destroy them quite yet until they get in the way of our build. I think I'm going to extend that concrete out a little bit to more than 1 block wide. Can't even get down in the hole. We need to get all that fixed here soon too. Get our structure started up above the on the surface there. We're going to take this stone and put it down here, since we have a decent amount over on the other side. Like so. Starting to get a little collection going here again of our scrap iron. I need to get more raw iron. How much steel could we make? Only 211. We'll hold off on that. Same there. Same time, though, we did have this to put in there and top it off here as well. So probably 90% or more of our items have all been stashed away. Let's do the sort button and see what happens. See, look at that. I had it in perfect position, and now the batteries are up here and down there. You can't sort it again. It's that darn sort function. I like having mechanical parts next to the electrical parts and components, because those things kind of all go together when you're building things with those items, and the springs too. But anyway, I guess it is what it is. Sorts it the way it wants to sort it. And if I click sort on this, then it's just gonna bam, slap it all in one little corner up here, and I like having it so I can shift click. Let's do a quick look around the pit here. I thought that feral, maybe I looted the corpse. Oh no, see, there he was right there. I was going to say, I thought about it when I went up to the top. But I did not loot that feral. See, that spike is already taken a lot of damage that he was standing on. Of course, I know we just left him down there on it, but still. All right. Looking good. Now, I could go up top. We'll stick our gun parts. Since we have so much storage, I told you earlier I don't hold on to a lot of things, but since we have so many parts, we could actually combine this stuff and make a pistol right now. Let's do it. Let us do it. Do it now. Let's stick you in here with you and get you all repaired up. Combine those to make us 600. And click assemble. Look at that. Our first Magnum. Not that we'll ever use it, but we have a Magnum now. And we can stick it in our completed gun section. Stick you here. Couple random items there. Some stone. We could top off here momentarily. So we'll label this one... guess we'll just, for now, we'll do them all iron. Not that I need to know that. Maybe we put some storage back in those holes instead of just having a silly sign that tells us what we already know. But it does look kind of cool to be able to label them. Guess it's really cement and not concrete, but nice. Well, we have a excellent farming base for the screamers now, and like in the other pit, what you notice is they fall in, they see me underneath the spike repair system, and they scream, and we have to go up and fight them. And this one, they're just hanging out up top, so I can control when they see me and when they all fall in, and I really don't have to do anything either. Let's go get a little bit more gas. They'll all just die on their own in that pit. So what we can do, I heard another one fall. Oh, that was a screamer too. Look at that screamer. Silly screamer. I can get some cement here. Some concrete mix. I can make some more concrete blocks. Go ahead and make 260 of those. Oh, another one. Where did you fall? Screamers just can't help themselves. They have to jump in. Maybe they were divers, Olympic divers in their life before being zombified. But I kind of like the way this looks. I could put some more lighting along the exterior portion here. But I'm liking the way it looks. It's simple, but it's all I need. And I have some really cool ideas I want to incorporate because this is just a small percentage of what we need to do. We'll look at the spike pit as 25% of the base, okay? So this would be about another 10% what we've done here, maybe 15. Even at that, we'll say it's only 40% done. Another at least 40% for what's above ground and the remaining percentage for in between. So I have a lot of cool ideas. Just gonna take time. I feel like these episodes, I should release 2 a day with all that I want to get done so you all can get caught up. But don't want to flood you all with too much at one time. But we're going to go up here right now. Yeah, go ahead and scream it up, lady. You can't do anything but fall into the hole. Fall down and break your leg. He broke it in my nose. That mean old Spartan setting up those traps. Only thing that's going to affect us right now is if a cop comes along and decides he wants to shoot over here. Tell you what, so since we don't need dirt, and it's still dirt. All right, that's stone. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Give us a place to hide down here. I hear you up there. Scream it up. I welcome the scream and all that you bring us. She brings bearing gifts. So my hunger and thirst are really low. Take care of that here soon. This is more than likely going to fall on us, and hopefully it does not kill us. Oh, there goes a screamer. Whizzing by, making that leap of fate. I think I'll survive. Yeah, I think I will. Break into his base. Wreck his storage chest. For what he did to my sister the other day. Okay, well, we're gonna dig ourselves a hole to the surface there. So when all this goes caving in around us, it won't be a big deal. Funny looking at it from down here. Don't want to run over on my time either. Oop, didn't mean to hit that stone. So we're at about 49 minutes on the episode here. Hopefully not much of that dirt fell down into the pit. To be honest with you, I should have taken out that corner of the sides separately so it didn't roll off down into the pit on us. Boy, that's tempting to go dig that iron out and patch it back. That stuff is falling down into the pit too. It's alright, we'll go down there and clean it up. I'll just collapse it like I was collapsing it a minute ago, and we'll not worry about that. Get this little bit of pocket of gravel. It's good stuff. A little stone and sand, and go down there and make ourselves some jars. Only thing can affect us right now until we get this bunker completed will be the spider zombies, but you know, they're pretty easy to kill, and then they don't do a lot of damage. Once we get everything finished, there's a spider zombie. I just said it too. I just got it out of my mouth. The spider zombie. See, he didn't do hardly anything to me, and gave us a little bit of brass. Appreciate that. My hunger is getting pretty low. I need to get that fixed. So we had 82 more of those to go. Let's just create all that we had left. Oh, so they're hanging out on the edge there. Let's go on back inside here for a moment. Let's see what they're doing in there. As long as there's not a feral or a cop or something down in there, we should be okay, but yeah. There you go, charge on. Oh yeah, look at that. So that hole that I left right there, I bet is how they fell in, by running. Maybe even multiple zombies at one time coming through there. Kind of glitched up there. You hear that noise? So I left that hole, kind of left it on purpose. I said earlier I need to patch that, but I said no. The idea that I have for the for something we're going to be doing coming up, we're going to be using that hole. But I may need to patch it until then. So it's little reasons like that why this base is not horde ready. You know, we get into a position where they start pouring up in here, and they're going to ruin some of our work, and certainly don't want that. I don't know how dirt got into here. That's a bit strange. It's a work in progress. All right, do we have some loot on you? We sure do. Look at the dirt inside our base, even though what we caved in out there. Well, let's finish looting off these bodies and we'll call it a day for the episode. Lots of good stuff to pick up down here. Look at the 600 shirt. My hunger and thirst is down to 1%, so it looks like time to eat and drink. And with that, I will leave you, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you being here with me yet another day. We're getting closer to getting this thing to the way we want it. It's starting to look good. Minus a flaw or two here or there. I think it is almost ready to be taking on hordes of zombies. But take care, everyone, and I will see you all next episode.